Imagine waking up each morning and realizing, truly realizing, that the pen that writes your story is already in your hand. Not fate, not chance, but you, the creator of your reality, lives within you, quietly shaping every moment through your focus, your choices, your vibration. Life isn't some pre-written script. It's a canvas, and your thoughts are the brush. Every decision, whether it screams with intensity or whispers with subtlety, maps the terrain of your future. This truth is profound. The life you live is not happening to you. It's happening through you. The people you meet, the patterns that unfold, the synchronicities, all are echoes of your inner world being reflected back at you. The law of attraction is not just a concept. It is a living force, responding precisely to your emotional signature and energetic intent. You are not just a participant in life. You are a conductor. The frequency you emit is the music the universe responds to. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought sends out ripples that sculpt your reality. But here's what most people overlook. Logic and emotion are not enemies. They're collaborators. When they're aligned, they form the compass that guides you toward a life of purpose and meaning. Intuition becomes your internal GPS, subtle but fiercely accurate. That quiet knowing in your gut, that's not wishful thinking. That's ancient wisdom, your inner self speaking. And when you begin to trust it, to act on it without hesitation, the path unfolds with a kind of effortless magic. But remember, power comes with responsibility. And in this case, it means taking radical ownership, not blaming, not waiting, but choosing over and over again. To live as a conscious creator is to master the flow of your attention. Think of it like light. Where your attention shines, life grows. Where you withhold it, energy stagnates. Ever noticed how the same situations keep showing up? The same arguments, the same relationships. That's not a coincidence. That's blocked energy playing on repeat. Energy wants to move. It's meant to evolve. When it can't, it loops again and again until you notice it, until you shift it. You are not stuck. You're simply directing energy in the same old direction. The solution is not force. It's awareness. When you recognize where your energy is trapped, you gain the power to liberate it. Attention becomes a sculptor of reality, polar or neutral, creative or dissolving. And the type of attention you choose changes everything. Let's go deeper. There are two ways your attention interacts with the world: polar and non-polar. Polar attention is like a magnet. It either pulls things closer or pushes them away, depending on your emotional charge. Think of positive attention like sunlight, nurturing, attracting, expanding. When you focus with love, gratitude, excitement, you amplify those vibrations. But here's the twist. Negative attention also creates. It's not the negativity itself that repels things. It's that it gives form to what you don't want. Worry, fear, and judgment are not passive states. They are creative commands. On the other hand, non-polar attention is like a mirror. It simply sees without reacting. This is the path of neutrality, the art of letting life pass through you without resistance. And in that neutrality, pain loses power. Problems dissolve. You regain sovereignty. You see, we've been trained to fear the unknown, to cling to control, to analyze, dissect, and protect. Our biology was shaped by survival, but your spirit, it was shaped for expansion. And in relationships, that fear often keeps us trapped. We attract the same partners, the same wounds, because we haven't processed the emotional imprint of the past. We're not loving, we're avoiding pain. And what we resist persists. True healing begins when we stop trying to avoid the past and start facing it with compassion. When we stop assigning blame and start assigning meaning. This is where non-polar attention becomes your greatest ally. When you look at pain and say, "I see you and I accept you," it no longer holds you. You become free. Free to love, free to choose differently, free to manifest a new story. One no longer written by fear, but by truth. Now, let's talk about the alchemy of transformation. It begins with 3 powerful steps: acceptance, redirection, and conscious choice. First, acceptance. Not passive resignation, but deep acknowledgement. You cannot shift what you refuse to face. Acceptance doesn't mean liking your situation. It means owning it. When you accept even the worst-case scenario, you stop feeding it with the energy of resistance. You remove its teeth. Then, you redirect. You take that reclaimed energy and point it toward what you actually want. You create space for the new to enter. And finally, you choose. You make the decision to see yourself not as a victim of circumstance, but as a co-creator of life. You realize that every moment is a doorway, every thought is a thread, and every emotion is a brushstroke on the masterpiece of your existence. Emotions are not enemies. They are messengers. When we suppress them, we waste our energy. But when we allow them, fully, honestly, they guide us toward healing. Let yourself feel, not to drown in the feeling, but to liberate it. Then gently, intentionally, shift your focus to what you desire to create. This isn't spiritual bypassing. This is emotional mastery. And over time, this practice becomes a superpower. You become less reactive, more grounded, and infinitely more powerful. Your attention becomes a laser, carving pathways toward a life that truly reflects your soul. This is the secret. The present moment is the only place where power exists. And when you embrace it fully, without judgment, your vision clears, the fog lifts, and what once seemed like chaos becomes clarity. So, if there's one truth to carry with you from this moment forward, let it be this: you are the architect of your own destiny. Not someday, now. Not when things get easier, now. The world responds not to what you wish for, but to what you believe and focus on. Your attention is the gateway. Your emotions are the guide. Your choices are the blueprint. And when they all align, reality bends. The path reveals itself. Synchronicities multiply. You're not chasing a dream. You're becoming it. And as you walk this path, know that you're never alone. Every challenge is a lesson. Every setback is redirection. Every moment is sacred. So breathe in, stand tall, and move forward with trust, with love, with power. For you are not just living life. You are creating it.